Today is going to be a slightly different meta update from what you guys are used to. Today is going to be about increasing your real life MMR as a meta update for things that you can do strategically that I've learned. One thing that I've quickly realized about improving ourselves is the efficiency of perspective. Whenever I talk to someone that just seems to get it, they have it all figured out. They always provide such seemingly simple explanations for complicated questions. So today, I have two simple meta updates that have had a large impact on me that I would like to share with you guys. The first one comes from head coach William Blitz Lee of Team Liquid. He said, self-improvement is not just about what other people can see, it is about the things that you see in yourself that could use improving. Now, I'm sure what he says sounds so simple. I'm not gonna give you guys the classic, just be better, just have motivation, improve for yourself. You know, the stuff that you would see hanging up on the wall. The question I now ask myself when I see these type of questions is, why am I unable to implement in my own life such a simple philosophy? Why am I not doing this? Why can't I see it as simple as it seems to be? Let's go ahead and break down this example as best as we can. Why don't I improve for my own sake rather than what others think? What I've realized is how much pressure that we have put on us. This can be pressure from parents, bosses, friends, society as a whole, you name it. This pressure for myself, and I'm sure for many of you, becomes so much to the point that we expect it. We rely on its existence. This means that we become conditioned to be motivated by this pressure. We expect that pressure. And if that pressure doesn't exist at any given moment, motivation will cease. The inevitable result that I have found is that even if there's something I knew I could do better, I will wait until someone tells me I'm supposed to do it before I even begin. A simple real life example. You wait to clean your house until a friend, a family member, or a girlfriend is going to visit. Other than that, who really cares? It's only me that's gonna see it. So in these moments, I ask myself, why should I tidy up when my friends come by? Why do I care so much about them thinking I'm a clean person, yet I don't do it for myself? Why would I do this for myself? The fact is that every time I see a dusty desk, a hairy bathroom, a dirty floor, clothes lying around, I feel just a tad worse about myself every single time. Why? Because I see something that I could do something about. It could be better, but I'm choosing to put it off until later. I'm letting it not be what I want it to be. I always tell myself that eventually I'm gonna do something about it, eventually, but not until I have an external motivation, a reason to establish a sense of urgency that isn't coming from me, do I finally do something about it. Now, the same concept applies to DOTA. Whether that's an item I don't know how to use, a hero that I haven't learned how to play, or just a way of thinking or a mechanic that I'm not used to yet. I used one of my recent coaching sessions as an example. What basically happened was, I told him to look around the map to check for players' items. And he said that he felt bad because he'd see pro players do it super fast, and he felt like it took him 15 seconds to even know what information he was gathering. What does that item even do? What does the fact that that storm has no mana mean for his game? This is a feeling I'm sure that many of you can relate to. A fear of doing something you're not good at, especially because people, including ourselves, are going to see that we're not good at it. This is a fear that I struggle with pretty much every single day as a streamer, because I've got hundreds or thousands of people looking over my shoulder, critiquing every single move that I make. What I have found is that I'm not motivated by myself. I'm motivated by the backseat gamers that are this arbitrary entity of Twitch chat, of YouTube viewers who rely on me for meta updates as a source of BSJ, you're not doing this well enough, fix it. What this means is I'm afraid of them seeing my weaknesses, but I'm also waiting for them to tell me that they're there. What this means is that I'm not doing everything the way that I know or think I should be doing it. I don't have conviction. I don't believe in what I'm doing. So what this creates is a lack of assuredness and an insecurity in my own faults. So, because I'm now insecure about my own faults, I'm waiting for the people behind me to tell me I'm supposed to fix it, but I'm insecure about what I'm being told to fix. So then I just don't do anything about it because I get defensive and I'm afraid of them viewing me lower than I think I am because of this insecurity that's been there. You guys see the vicious cycle that's going on here. So we've come full circle. We're now only motivated by outside sources, and when they do call me out on something I'm doing wrong, this defensiveness prevents me from even improving on it in the first place. So the result seems to be that we, myself, repeat the same mistakes over and over again. So what do we do with this seemingly depressing revelation? Once again, the answer seems simple, but it's easier said than done. It comes down to holding yourself accountable. Seeing things as whether or not they matter to me, whether or not I believe in them, and whether or not I prioritize them as things I should put effort into at being better. Whether that is a clean house, or whether or not it's playing Morphling in a meta where Morphling is an OP carry hero. Because I have not always done things the way I believe they should be done, but rather this pressure from this arbitrary entity of viewers. That means there's a lot of projects on YouTube or Twitch or on my teams that I've given up on, I've abandoned, or I've simply burned out on and lost motivation. So today, I'm going to tell you my plan for how I want to improve myself, so hopefully you guys can use that methodology as a way to help you improve yourselves. First comes with in-game communication in Dota. One of my biggest shortcomings is objectively communicating when I'm strong, my timings, what I want to do in the game, and my vision for how we're going to win the game. A simple explanation of this is to be afraid to communicate that I need time to recover because I had a bad laning stage as a carry. This stems from the fear that if I tell my teammates I need to farm for another 10 or 15 minutes, that they're gonna get upset. They're gonna get tilted, the classic AFK carry. Then they're gonna tell me that they're upset with me and they're going to tell me to do something other than what I plan to do. So at Dream League, I interviewed Nightfall, the carry player for Bet Boom team, who I believe just got second place overall, may have even won it, about how he would communicate with his teammates in pubs when he was anti-mage giving up a Rax.
What do you...
Or your pub teammates.
Yeah, pub teammates. What do you say to all of them out there, like in those type of situations? Do you reassure them? Do you say nothing? Do you communicate your timings?
I mean, I just play as I casually play on any other hero. I just tell them my timings and keep playing my game. And I know I'm doing the right thing. And I don't really care if some other people will like flame or
keep pinging you.
I'll just mute them and play my game because I know I'm doing the right thing.
So I even noticed that Twitch chat thought this was a bad question. This is probably due to the fact that I'm asking this question out of an insecurity I have about being able to communicate properly. But what he said is simple. He says, I communicate my timings, I tell them what I'm going to do. If anybody flames me, I just mute them. Seemingly simple answer. I ask myself, why can't I just do that? The answer is that I fear their response. I fear what my teammates will say if I were to do just that. I fear that they might break their items. I fear that they might disagree with me. And I fear that if I want to do this and I think it's correct, that they're gonna somehow convince me otherwise. So rather than worrying about what other people think of my house being clean or my plan to give up a Rax as anti-mage, I want to trust what I know and believe is correct for me to do at all times. I want to strive to communicate in a way that is conducive to me doing what I think I need to win this game. So, I have a simple plan of action moving forward. I'm saying what I need to do in my Dota games, whether that is farm, take an objective, play a certain area of the map, or a timing I'm looking to hit. So far, it has been difficult for me to do that and communicate reliably, but I'm holding myself accountable. Every single time I don't do it, I ask myself, why am I not? Or if I don't do it the way I necessarily want to, how could I do it better next time? Now, breaking bad habits, of course, takes time. But as long as we hold ourselves to the standard that we've set going into it, no one else has set that standard. And eventually the habits will be corrected. To wrap up this video, I want to tell you guys about my plans as a content creator to hopefully include you on this journey. I realize one thing that I've never done is really just improve my content because I have better ideas, because I believe there is something that will make this video better. If I see someone else better than me do it, or if I see another YouTuber updating the meta, then of course I will follow. And if you guys tell me something you don't like, I'll try to do it. However, none of that has come from me. So my first example of how I want to improve my channel is from my educational Smurf games. I've realized that I suck at playing the game of Dota 2 while I'm also talking to you guys about my thoughts. But since I don't want to suck, but I also want to provide you guys with my thoughts, I am going to play the game without commentating and then immediately load up the replay afterwards and talk to you guys in depth about each decision I went through, but also giving myself extra time to talk about really crucial moments that you guys may face in your games. I'm also trying to avoid video playlists that I view as tedious, chores, or things I just don't truly believe in. As much as I want to keep my word and do everything that I told you guys I was going to do, I'd much rather fix it now and do it right. For example, my counter heroes playlist. My goal was to create an entire archive of heroes, alphabetical, so you guys, if you ever had an issue with one, could figure out exactly what to do with that short video. However, I'm realizing that some of these heroes I haven't seen in the last 6 months to a year, and I'm also realizing that some of these heroes I don't really care that much about. So, what's the solution? Instead of this alphabetical index, I'll teach you guys about the heroes that are in the current meta, as per some of your suggestions, shout out to you guys, and heroes that I'm struggling against that I've been racking my brain on how to counter so that you guys can learn from that in the current meta. There are many more examples of what I want to do with this channel and always want to hear your feedback. If you guys have made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I really do look forward to what is to come. I want to say that I know it looks like I'm reading from a script, because I am, but the fact is that I thought very carefully about what I wanted to say in this video, and everything I said here means a lot to me, and I hope it resonated with you guys as well. I plan to make videos just like this one as part of my Dota Diary series, where I talk about things that I'm currently working on, lessons that I'm learning in life, so that you guys can hopefully follow me along on my journey. Well, until next time, I'll see you guys later.